Hey guys, welcome back to Ys Chronicles, Ancient Ys Vanished Omen, Book 1. Last episode we beat a boss and I honestly got stuck on where to go because you don't have any indication where to go at this point, so you honestly just have to go until you find something. In this case is this. Adol, I can never thank you enough for rescuing me from that prison cell. It feels so good to be free. Still can't remember anything but my name though. Who am I? What have I done with my life? And why was I locked in that cell in the first place? I don't know the answers to many of it. I only know that my name is Fina and I've been a prisoner. Why can't I remember anything more? It's a lovely village. Jebba introduced me to villagers and everyone seems so nice. This is the first time I recall when I felt so at peace. I don't really care if I never get my memories back. If I could stay in this place with these people. I know I should be trying harder to remember, but I'm just so happy here. So she's happy where she is, but she doesn't remember anything. It's kind of one of those what do I do kind of things. If you're looking for Fina, she went out. Yeah, I know. Adol told Jebba of Sarah's passing. I see. I've had a terrible premonition that something like this might happen. Sarah too seemed to know the fate that stood before her. I suppose it was her job to, after all. I had the books. Long ago, Ys was ruled by 2 goddesses and 6 priests. Sarah and I had descended from one of those priests. Much of Sarah's power came from the Tova bloodline. I suspect she knew more about the disasters falling Assyria before anyone can even imagine. While we cannot grieve Sarah's loss forever, in order to grant her dying wish, you must continue onward, Adol. You must find the books of Ys. I'm fully convinced that you are a swordsman whose coming Sarah foretold. At any rate, the book of Ys. I'm a bit rusty, but if Sarah's gone, I'm the only one left who can read the ancient script. Read the first one, volume Hadol. So this is the book you found in the shrine. The Book of Hadol. Long ago, Clario was created in Ys. It was displayed in the Temple of Solomon as a monument to prosperity, but suddenly disaster struck. In the shadow of that prosperity, evil had grown and brought with it the seeds of suffering. It struck with all-consuming fury, and in the wake of its demons' hordes, even the fair land of Salceda became as ash. But even if all were to be wiped away, the prosperous and the suffering alike, the twin trees and twin moons would forever watch over this land. Volume Tova. This is the Book of Ys, lost from our family storehouse long ago. Ys was healed by 2 goddesses and 6 priests. The goddesses embody the spirit of our land and inspire our lives. One represents order and the other freedom. If we were ever to lose them, all our struggles and achievements would come to naught, and we would never again know peace. We must not lose the goddesses, regardless of the cost, even unto eternity's shadow. So it was an abandoned mine, was it? How peculiar. I speak now of the disaster of Ys. He rose suddenly and attacked our cities. He called forth molten stone from the bowels of the world to burn our fields and trap us in a sea of fire. It was terrible and absolute. One by one, our proud nations were blown out like candles, and darkness and chaos stole over our world. Suddenly, the Clario was the cause. Was it not the harbinger of darkness? Thus we sealed it within the darkness in the ground, so that hope may shine anew. Forget it not, and never lay hands upon it again. The words recorded in these books will surely illuminate the truth behind Asteria's turmoil. The storm wall, the appearance of the monsters, the continued theft of all the items made from silver, and now Sarah's death. I'm certain that all of this stems from the great instability of the flow of destiny. You are the only one with the ability to uncover the truth behind it all. So now that I know what to do with these books, she can read them for me. Problem is, I don't even know what to do yet. Jebba has been teaching me many things since my arrival here in Zepik. Mixing herbs, fortune telling, the culture and history of Asteria too. Every day makes me feel complete. All my fears and reservations from my long imprisonment have vanished into thin air. Well, almost all. The truth still petrifies me. Whenever I get particularly scared, though, I just think about when you took my hand and led me to safety. You taught me courage, Adol. Thanks to you, I've been able to look ahead without ever feeling I must also look back. There are 6 books of Ease. The remaining 3 are all hidden within Darm Tower. The Devil's Tower, they call it. It dates back as far as the shrine. If you go there, I recommend you speak with my son, Goban. He should be able to show you the way in. You are an accomplished swordsman. Indeed, you are the hero that Sarah foresaw, the legendary brave soul. I commend you for coming so far. I'm certain that you'll be alright even in the Devil's Tower. So I'm heading now to Darm Tower, which the thieves are actually blocking the way. Goban, if you recall, is actually the one that's in front that knows about Sarah, his cousin. So we need to go there and hopefully they'll let me in. Hopefully they have the way in. Once I get there, I'll be able to find out what's going on. So let's go in and hopefully they'll let me in. My mother told me everything. In order to find the remaining books of Ease, you have to enter the tower. Since the day the Stormwall first showed up, the tower has been teeming with demonic sentries. Our band of thieves try to get things under control in there, but suffer heavy casualties. They were too strong, too many. We had no choice but to fall back. My right-hand man, Dogi, has also gone missing. He's in there, but I can't even say if he's still alive. Darm Tower is an unbelievably dangerous place, if you haven't gotten that already. It's most definitely not for the faint of heart. If you truly mastered the silver equipment, the sword especially, then you might just stand a chance. Very well, I'll open the gate for you. Once you enter this tower, there is no going back. So if you need items of any sort, such as a heal potion, I would suggest going there now and getting it. This door is one way only. Once you're inside, you won't be able to get back out. It's also completely soundproof, so if you scream for dear life, it ain't gonna wake us from our naps. I say at most you should be limited to 1 day in there. Make sure you're back here tomorrow morning, with or without the books of Ease. I'll reopen the door to let you out when the sun rises. Alright, get going and try not to get yourself killed in there. So yes, now we're in Darm Tower. This place is huge. This place is many floors. By now you'll notice we are level 10 with no more experience. So at this point, anything you kill, you have to be level 10 at this point in the game. You have to be skilled enough to be able to attack on the sides. If you are not, you are most likely gonna die. So you need to be good at using the bump system. If not, you might get wrecked. But at this point, if you are level 10, most likely you're just gonna kill everything easily. Everything dies really quickly. There's a heal potion, a mirror, but I already have it, and an evil ring has been obtained. Let's see, what does this do? Blood pattern ring that taints and slowly kills the wearer. It slowly kills the person wearing it, so I do not recommend wearing it. And we're on the first floor, second floor. We need to find a way up further. So we're on the 3rd floor now. This place is huge. As you'll constantly see, the background will get higher and higher as you travel up it. This place is also very confusing, so just if you have no idea where you're at, just look at what floor you're on. Clicking LB on the controller is another way to look at it. Or there should be another button for it, which is escaping my mind at the moment. I'm playing with a controller. I think it might be tab. I don't remember, but it pulls up this information. If you're playing with a keyboard, you probably already know it at this point. But you can tell what floor you're on because it does change as you go up those stairs. So if you need to find anything on any certain floor, or if they tell you to go back to these floors, I would recommend doing so. Because this place is a place of no return. If you're in here, I would recommend making a save before that. Let's see, I'm on the 5th floor now. I keep getting higher and higher. This place isn't that bad, but it is kind of confusing. Let's see. That leads up higher. I want to see what's over there first before I go any further. Okay, this also leads up there, but that way leads to another part. I'm going to try this one first and find out where we're going. Okay. This is obviously a trap, so I'm going to save in a different spot. Yep, it is a trap. When Adol came to, he found himself locked in a prison cell. He checked his belongings and found that some were missing. In question, the ones that are missing are the silver equipment. So thankfully, I have these. They're not as good, but they're useful. Fancy meeting you in a place like this, eh, Adol? I'm ashamed to confirm that yes, I sleepwalked here, somehow. I have no idea how you managed to do that with only one way in. When I woke up, I found myself surrounded by monsters and scrambled to get away from them. But it was no use, they caught me. Only instead of killing me, they threw me in here. There seemed to be no one at all out in the corridor. So literally, there's nobody here. Bars are strong, shaking them to be appeared. Shaking them is a wasted effort. There seemed to be no one at all out in the corridor. Wasted effort. Her statue showed all men holding something, then he disappeared. There's no door as far as you could tell. So I'm trapped in here, so I have no idea what to do. Other than hopefully wait and maybe something will come up. Oh, speaking of which, howdy strangers, don't worry, I come in peace. Dogi's name and wall crushing's my game. Pleasure in the media. Let's save the chit chat for later though. Watch your step, man. Traps all over the place. One false move and you wind up right back in here. 3 stories up, there's a hallway with a lion statue. An old man named Rabba is hiding there. He's been there for a long time and knows the tower like the back of his hand. You should talk to him. Alright, come on everyone, time to go. Let's make like dust and blow in the wind. You go first. I'm not a swordsman like you. I'll be sticking in the shadows and sneaking my way out. We'll talk later. For now, just try to stay alive. You never know where the monsters are lurking. Oh, and hey, I hate to ask, but if you do go see Rabba, would you please take this idol to him? He must have dropped it at some point, and without it, he's totally exposed to the monsters. Okay, so this idol grants bare peace of mind. So essentially, we need to find where Maraba is, and he said that he's a pathway that's surrounded by statues. Right now we're running on a bit weaker equipment, so we gotta find where our equipment is, and we gotta find where Raba is too. Our equipment is most likely somewhere in this tower. We just gotta find where they're all at. Okay, a line of statues. This is where they mentioned that he's hiding. So he's hiding somewhere around here, right? I have something that allows us to see hidden exits. Here we go. What? That's my idol. I see, said Dogi, actually bringing it to me. Much obliged. My name is Rava. I'm a seeker of ancient knowledge, a scholar of my trade, if you will. I came here 6 months ago to study ancient lands of Hysteria, but while I was investigating this tower, monsters suddenly came from every which way. So I've been hiding out in here, hoping they wouldn't find me. This idol has been my saving grace. It may not look like much, but it's full of power. When held close to the body, it can make you completely vanish from sight. It's the reason I've been able to survive for so long without the monsters finding me. Well, young man, what brings you to this dreadful place? Your equipment suggests you came here knowing of its dangers, so I assume you have a reason. I'll explain that he entered Darm Tower in search of the Book of Ease. I see. That was going to be my first guess, actually. The name Ease appears quite frequently in ancient texts, even on the mainland. It says a land adept in the powers of magic, with an abundant supply of silver like metal. But as time went on, the name simply vanished from history. No one mentioned it anymore. Nowadays, no one even knows on the map where to find it. It's a name we scholars always figured belonged to some long-lost utopian land of legend. I always knew Ease was somewhere in Hysteria. I had a hunch anyway, and it would seem I was correct, but I got it figured right, then something akin to a storm wall appeared on the day Ease was lost. Storms encircled the island, and when they were gone, so was Ease. All that remained was this here tower. Asteria's minstrels tell us swarms of monsters killing off half the land's people in a single night. Nobody could get away either on account of the storms. Meanwhile, the monsters built their own tower. Then right after the tower was completed, the monsters all just disappeared. The crisis had passed. So 100 years passed, and in that time, the whole mess was forgotten. Well, mostly anyway. But the danger was still there. It was dormant, but it was there. You sense it too, don't you? As we speak, someone in this tower is settling something evil in motion. There are traps everywhere around here. Without a doubt, someone or something is puppeteering it all. To what end, though, I have no idea. We can't just let it happen, can we? Of course, that's why you're here, though, so you intend to keep climbing in this tower, do you? In that case, I think you should have this. As long as you're wearing the blue necklace, the tower's many booby traps will be totally ineffective. Okay. So this blue necklace essentially makes it so you can get by no issues from any of the traps. Okay, now we can get by that booby trap. Though, if you're achievement hunting, get caught by it 2 more times, and Dogi will punch out both walls, and it's actually kind of hilarious. I'm not going to bother doing it because it is a giant waste of time, but essentially that achievement, all it is just a Steam achievement, so if you're not worried about it, which I already have it, so it's not a big deal. Let's see. So yeah, it's me, Dogi, saving your hide yet again. Seems you got a knack for getting in trouble, but at least you're doing stuff, I guess. That'll explain his reasons for infiltrating the tower. Okay, so you came here to get your jollies and wound up with more than you bargained for, I gotcha. Good to hear Gobin's doing well though, at least he and the others are probably real worried about me. Have you met Rabba? He's an old wielder, but I owe him my life. I was pinned down by a monster and out of options when he suddenly unidled himself and saved my hide. I'm helping him scout out the tower to return the favor. Might as well, you know, I mean, I'm here, and I hate leaving a place without tearing it up first. Anyway, there's a rod somewhere around here that's designed just like the crystal you got. From what I hear, you need to get to the top floor with it. Heard about it from the boss's mom, and when she tells you something, you don't question it. Okay, so I need to find my equipment, but I also need to find... Okay, this is a chest here. With my silver sword in it. Okay. So we have one piece of our equipment back. So now we do more damage, and we can kill things easier. We just need to find my shield and the armor, and we should be all good. Again, with all the enemies, I do recommend killing them in order to get their stats. But at this point, if you're level 10, it's really not needed. So there should be another pathway that leads up. Here we go. And if you notice, there's a slight tint on the area. It's actually turning sundown at this point. It's going to the evening, and I cannot talk right. It's evening. It's not turning sundown. That makes no sense. I mean, it does, but it doesn't sound grammatically correct. Okay, that was a dead end. So I guess I will go over here. Ah, it's a boss! I don't want to go in there yet. Not until I at least have some sort of equipment. I want at least my silver armor again, which... Let's see. There's a stairway up here. So the further you go, the better it might be for you to get your armor back. It'd be best if you could find everything, which I'm not sure if you can, but if you're able to, that'd be good. Let's see, that is a wall, that's the chest right there, which has a booby trap right next to it, which means that is one of my equipment pieces. I just need to get over to it without dying. And get my silver shield back. Okay, now these things actually move, but they're not really too tough. Which is why I'm saving in case they kill me. Okay, silver shield. Now I just need to find the last piece of silver equipment, which I am not quite sure where it's at, but I will find it. I will have to find it. Let's see here. This is another pathway which leads to floor 10. Which means that it's up in this direction. It'd be best to find all the equipment first before you go any further. These things are killing me. I need to find... Let's go outside for a moment. And equip my heal ring. And head back inside and start killing some stuff while I have more health. Let's see. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. This is all a dead end. So let's try down here. Okay, there's a lot of enemies over here, which means there must be something over here. I mean, they wouldn't do that on purpose. Okay, this is a stairway which leads to a room that looks like it would kill me if I go through it. So let's save really quick and go for it! Okay, made it. Oh, it's you. The monsters got me and shoved me in here for some reason. Can't believe I let my guard down. They broke my idol too, so no more turning invisible. What do you mean, run? That's the devil's corridor out there. That eerie humming can kill a man. You're young and strong, but I'm a weak old man. I'd never make it. Though you do look rather pale right now, why not rest here for a moment? That devilish music is caused by the wind, I surmise. It's really rather cleverly designed. It's like a pipe organ. I think the wind's being fed through one of those pillars on the balcony. If we could figure out which one, we could bust it with a hammer or something to stop the music. So yes, we just gotta find a hammer to get through that, but we need to find where said hammer is. We also need to find what floors these things are on in order to stop it from making music. But I'm not sure where that is either. So, 1 for 1! Yay! Okay, let's go up to floor 11. Yeah, see, these pillars look a little different, so it might have something to do with these. And the fact that I can stop on them on a dime every time. It might be in one of these floors. Okay, there's somebody with blood. Let's find out what's going on here. At all, it's me, Luda Gemma. I was hiding out with Rama, but the monsters located us. I managed to get away, but hurt my leg rather badly in the process. Oh, don't worry, it's nowhere near as bad as it looks. I just had to stay off of it for a bit. Heard the old man that the young girl was taken to an annex. I don't like the sound of that one bit. Please, I'll go and rescue her. I will, but why does that thing right there look suspicious? Okay, never mind. There's nothing there. That was a waste of time. So, let's go fight that boss. He's not too tough. You just gotta know when to attack him and not be stupid about it. He constantly attacks you with these scythes, which kind of fling on the sides, but then you can kind of just attack his butt and you should be good. You just gotta be careful when you attack. One has a book of ease in it, and the other has a hammer. So thankfully that chest provides us exactly with what we need to continue on into that room. But also we got another book of ease out of it. So we are quite a ways done with this tower already. We need 2 more. We need to find our armor and we should be all set. But now all we need to do is just find out which thing we need to break with the hammer and we should be good to go. So next time on Ancient Ys Vanished, Ys Chronicles Plus, Part 1, Book 1, Omen, whatever it is nowadays. We'll get higher up into the tower and we'll continue on. See you guys then.